It's not about shouting. My old man, who's a very understated guy, he always used to say that the whisper is louder than the shout. That's how we do our storytelling. Emotional intelligence, for me, is kind of crucial to good design. I think a lot of people come to us because they love that experience of drawing something out that they didn't necessarily know was there. It's a very intimate atelier. We want our clients to feel at ease and at home, and we've tried to create a space that does that. This first stage where you're sat with myself or one of the team is the most important. There is an element of it being similar to a therapy session. People really open up. We have 2 identical chairs so that as we have this conversation, there's not a sense of hierarchy. I very specifically chose these chairs. They are steeped in design history with amazing portraits watching you as you're being fitted. The chairs almost required a kind of quiet authority. To do what we do, you have to get a really strong understanding of someone very quickly. Part of the process is allowing someone to understand the different perspectives of what may work on them. This space is very important in that sense. When you're in the yellow room having your measures, it's bright and the conversations we're having are flowing. And I think when you move into this space, it's more dimly lit. For us, it's important that they understand how the garment and the fabric itself works with different lighting. My old man, Joe Casely-Hayford, founded the business with my mum, and they worked together every day of their lives until he passed away. This photograph is from over 30 years ago now. I'm 3 years old. We are exactly 30 years apart, and we share the same birthday. It's important in an understated way that our clients understand about the legacy of what we do and what we're trying to do. And family is a fundamental part of our DNA and our language. And hopefully, this photo kind of reflects that. My parents, for them, there was no difference between work and play, and it was all about absorbing as much as you can. When we went to Hills, for them it was a pastime. It was a pleasure of enjoying the space. It must have rubbed off on me a bit. That's why I've married an interior designer. Menswear is about the details. A wider lapel implies a certain level of confidence. A streamlined, slim lapel has got a sexiness to it because it's associated with a certain era in fashion. So all these little delicate details, sometimes we don't necessarily say, but we just do. The team, they're able to articulate in a very relaxed manner why the details matter. The decisions I make on a daily basis are very much informed by my dad, and I carry great weight on my shoulders that I don't consider to be a burden. I see it as a privilege. And hopefully, honor his name. I know that sounds like quite a heavy thing to say, but that is, I see it in those terms, and I take what I do very seriously. There are moments, both within my world and within my wife's in terms of interiors, where you engage with something at a first glance and it lights up your senses. But then I think there's also other forms of good design where it's so attuned to its function, you don't even notice it at first. And it's only over time that it kind of unfolds and reveals itself. And actually that is quite often the kind of design I gravitate towards. I think there are a number of parallels between crafting a garment and how you create a space. The best spaces are layered. It's about building up this story and picture, a space that you can really engage with.